Welcome to Listen English to Learn. If you're here to improve your English while exploring engaging topics, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated. Today, we'll talk about a topic we all use daily: social media apps. Let's get started. Social media apps have revolutionized how we connect, share, and learn. They're not just platforms for entertainment, they can also become your secret weapon for learning English. Whether you use Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or even Twitter, there are ways to make your scrolling time productive. Why social media works for learning English. First, let's talk about why social media is so effective for language learning. Unlike traditional methods like textbooks or grammar drills, social media offers real, everyday English. You see how people actually speak and write, which includes slang, idioms, and casual phrases. Plus, it's engaging. Let's be honest, scrolling through a funny TikTok video or reading an interesting tweet is much more appealing than memorizing long lists of vocabulary. Another great feature is repetition. When you follow English-speaking creators or language learning accounts, you'll see the same words and phrases pop up repeatedly. This helps reinforce your memory without feeling like you're studying. How to use Instagram. Instagram is a treasure trove of resources for English learners. Many accounts post daily tips, like new vocabulary, common mistakes, and pronunciation tricks. For example, you might see a post that explains the difference between affect and effect with simple examples. The weather affects my mood. The effect of the movie was powerful. By following these accounts, you can learn small lessons every day. Also, don't forget about the stories feature. Some English teachers use it to share quizzes or quick grammar challenges. TikTok for quick learning now. Let's talk about TikTok. You might think of it as an app for dance videos or jokes, but it's also a goldmine for language tips. Some creators post 30-second videos explaining tricky phrases like spill the beans, which means to reveal a secret, or hit the books, which means to study hard. Here's an example. Imagine you watch a TikTok about the word slay. The creator explains that it's a slang for doing something exceptionally well, like she slayed her presentation at work. You didn't just learn a new word, you learned how to use it naturally in a sentence. YouTube for in-depth lessons. YouTube offers something that Instagram and TikTok don't: depth. There are channels dedicated entirely to teaching English. Some provide full grammar lessons, while others focus on conversational English or specific accents. For example, you might watch a video about British verses. American English, where you learn that British people say flat, while Americans say apartment. In the UK, they say queue, but in the US, it's line. By watching videos, you not only learn words, but also see how they are pronounced and used in context. Twitter and LinkedIn for practice. Twitter and LinkedIn are excellent for practicing your reading and writing. On Twitter, you can follow native speakers, motivational accounts, or even news outlets. Try reading a short tweet and writing a response in English. LinkedIn, on the other hand, is great for learning formal, professional English. You can read articles, share posts, and even comment on discussions. For example, if someone writes about time management, you can reply with something like, "Thank you for sharing these tips." I find that using a to-do list helps me stay organized. Techniques for making social media work for you. Now that you know where to look, let's talk about how to make social media work for your learning goals. Set time limits. It's easy to get lost scrolling for hours. Set a timer for 15 to 30 minutes and focus only on English learning content during that time. Engage actively. Don't just watch or read, interact, comment on posts, reply to tweets, or even send direct messages in English. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Learn and apply. When you learn a new word or phrase, try to use it immediately. For example, if you learn the word challenge, you can write, "Learning English is a fun challenge that I enjoy every day." Follow a variety of accounts. Follow different types of accounts like English teachers, motivational speakers, or even travel vloggers. This will expose you to a range of vocabulary and accents. Questions for interaction. What's your favorite social media app? And how do you use it to learn English? Have you tried commenting or messaging in English? How did it feel? What's the most interesting word or phrase you've learned on social media? Write your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. Social media helps you learn English. Stay consistent, subscribe, and don't miss our next episode on exercise and English.